Fuck you, kid. You're adopted.
Welcome back to the first Uncensored podcast.
Welcome back to the first.
Welcome back.
You know what?
There it is.
It's fine. Yo, yeah, welcome to the first Uncensored podcast. We've been planning this for a pretty long time now. A solid week and a bit. We've been putting a lot of effort into figuring this shit out. We're here to have a good time. Hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna be talking about all the different things happening in the world. Some of our crazy shit that we talk about are like our theories. We go into depth. All right, we're gonna make it entertaining. But for now, we're just gonna start like introducing ourselves. We're gonna talk about ourselves. Let you guys get to know us a bit, just so it's not all random about it. So my name's Demetrius or Didi. I'm the host. A little bit about myself. I'm turning 16 pretty soon. I like hockey. I'm a hockey player. I play AAA. I like music a lot, especially like rock and roll, rap. I play the drums too. I'm really into law, politics. And yeah, I just hope I have a good time in this podcast. I'm ready to have a lot of fun. I'm gonna pass it on here to my co-host Jack.
I'm Jack. I'm part of this Uncensored podcast. I like music. I like playing the guitar. I like chilling on my computer with my friends. I like business, entrepreneurship, learning about new things. I'm gonna give it over to my other host, Max.
And Max Jeff, apparently.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted. That's my bad. I was making sure I was unmuted first. Okay, yo. So what's up, guys? As Jack said, my name is Max. I play hockey just like the last two.
You're a goalie, no one cares.
Yeah, you're
okay.
goalie.
So am I.
Yeah, you're goalie.
So is he though. So like you're a player, bro. You got cut from Brampton.
Yeah, but you're bench.
Okay, so other than that, now that we got that out of the way, let's start a clean slate. So I play hockey, play some video games, and like Jack, I'm pretty interested in business, entrepreneurship, and I also really stocks as well. So that's all for me. You can go to the next person now, boys.
All right, yo. My name's here.
Idiot.
And I'm gonna say a little bit about me. So some you'll get to know me about watching this podcast is
I like put it out there. I hit it for reset.
He does. He likes he likes Rocket League. I like skateboarding. I like certain sports. I also like the winter a lot. A lot of people don't like the winter. I like it. I'm very interested in the military. Hopefully I can join in a couple years when I'm 16, and that's about it. I just want to have a happy life,
Driving a fucking tank.
I'm a big driving a fucking tank. Wait, I want to have a good life. I don't want to have a long one. I want to have a good one,
No one cares.
An autobiography.
Eric, I want to work here.
So, write this down. We're gonna have to put in the funeral note.
Right?
Jeez.
Oh my god, bro, funeral note, more like funeral fucking essay. God damn, this guy talking for years.
Yeah.
Supposed to laugh at my fucking joke, you dipshits.
I was muted. That's my bad, Ron. I got you next time though.
Be the best of the homie Donald Trump. Or no? Is he not in the podcast? No.
Who's next? Robson, go next.
Next. I'm Robson. I'm a member on this podcast. I'll be a guest. I might not be on every one. I play video games a lot. I play sports outside of school and in school. And I'm
what in school sports do you play?
Very
Typical
I play
teenager.
basketball.
Pretty typical teenager.
I played volleyball.
Yo,
you're bench. I play soccer
at
at
school?
school. Me and Max carried the volleyball team like Adnan and stuff.
That is true. That is very true. That is actual the dog water.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, not anymore. Now he's actually really good, but he used to be.
Oh, yo,
Let's hear from our
10
big
viewers
boy
after Max
producer
said that. I
Avery.
think we just lost 10 viewers after Max said that.
Yo,
We would gain it back by putting like a free V-Bucks like subtitle.
Yo, if it gets me free V-Bucks.
Yeah, Avery next, Avery next.
Avery Deck, yeah.
Legit lost like 30 viewers from that.
We don't even have 1 viewer. What do you mean 30 viewers?
Yeah.
We're
in
negative
the
right
negatives
now.
now.
We're
What do you
negative.
mean, yo? People are gonna be
Ah,
coming
let-
from
let-
our
let
Instagram.
Avery go, let
Yeah.
Avery
We're in debt, boys.
All right, yeah,
It's
Avery,
Avery,
Avery, you're next. You're next.
Study.
I'm
Avery's
Avery.
next.
I'm one of the editors for the podcast, slash like producer, I guess. I play lots of video games such as COD, Valorant, Rocket League, and Fortnite.
He plays the
Uh,
penis fluently.
Valorant, but okay.
I'll play from time to time.
Calling you right off the bat. You do
He plays
not
it
play
from time to
Valorant.
time.
And yeah, that's pretty much everything about me. Next person.
All right, Ron.
I got it. Don't worry about me.
All
Don't
right,
worry
I
about
did.
me. My name
I
is
guess.
Um,
Alright, I'll go
I
next.
play volleyball and stuff.
All right, Curly.
I aspire.
You gotta speak
oh,
up,
yeah.
buddy.
What's it called? White people in my volleyball team can't say my name, so they call me Curls. It's kind
He
of
looks
sad.
like a mop. You literally look like a mop. You have too much
You
facial
look
hair.
like black sister noodles.
Shut up, bro. Shut up. All right. What was about this? Okay, I beat Dean in a 1v1 today. In
He looks
Rocket
like a
League.
Labrador.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
His excuse: wet paint.
And what's it called? I aspire to be a professional Fortnite player with my duo Max,
Oh my god.
aka Leaf.
Oh dear.
Hey, Max, you're
Bro.
Yo, buddy. Yeah, man, you gotta speak up. You gotta speak up, bro. Speak in your mic.
Max, are you watching the?
I am, bro.
No.
I
All right. Next.
had to flip
Ron.
reset.
Let's go. Let's hear it from Mr. Ronnie Boy.
Alright.
What's going on with you, bud?
Um,
You've been kind of quiet.
Ms. Ron.
What?
do you mean?
I'm the only brown guy. I'm the local curry eater.
Don't worry,
And,
we're
masturbator?
diverse. We're very diverse.
I'm pretty sure I'm mentally disabled.
Oh,
I'm
we already know
also
that.
pretty smart.
We should change the
Oh, yeah,
podcast
that's
name
a-
to like
that's a little bit
mentally
about me.
fucking ill. Sounds about right.
Yo, I honestly,
If you're mentally ill, listen to this. It will make you even more mentally ill.
All right, continue.
We could probably say that,
Alright,
right?
So we're moving on to.
Maybe.
I think that's it, honestly.
Alright,
I'm much in my life.
here we go. Last but not least, Thomas.
Hey, what's up?
Damn,
not
y'all
the
skipped
last.
me.
Oh
Jesus
yo,
Christ.
my bad, yo.
Whoever
Yo,
just
I
said
didn't mean it, Adrian. I
Yo,
didn't
yo,
mean
yo,
it.
yo,
Lives
someone
matter.
remember?
Lives matter.
Damn, if you did him dirty.
I didn't
Okay,
mean
so
it,
Black
yo.
Lives
Well,
Matter, man.
my name's Thomas. I like playing games like most of the
Hi,
boys here.
Thomas.
Thomas.
Big gamer moment. Can I get a
Hi,
pog?
Thomas.
I
Do you have a
used to
drinking
do
problem?
competitive swimming, but this year,
Heroin
like
addicts.
most of the other guys in their sports, COVID has not let us do anything.
Yeah, bro, it sucks.
Can
Why
I
do you
get a
think we're
fuck
doing
COVID
this?
in the chat? Can I get a fuck COVID in the
Type
chat?
1 in the chat if you agree with Eric.
All right, shut up. That's
I'm
me.
seeing a lot of twos right now.
Alright.
Wait, now we got big boy.
Yeah, now I can say last but not least, Mr. Adrian Tran.
Probably
Alright,
least.
so I'm Adrian.
Adrian's like the
Thomas
nicest
heard
guy
me
here.
at the beginning calling D out for being an absolute dumbass.
we say no.
Oh, maybe not.
That changed really quickly.
Also known as the forgotten member, apparently.
Yep.
Nobody
like you.
I'm never gonna hear the end of it now.
Okay. Thanks, Eric. Thanks,
Oh,
Eric.
fuck God.
Right?
Tran.
I don't know. I like to ride
Run
motorcycles,
rocket?
I guess. Play games, and
Buddy's
yeah.
a PC whiz.
Very true.
This guy,
What?
man. This guy
PC
built
whiz?
pretty much built
PC
my whole
whiz?
T Wiz like Wiz Kareem.
That's such a cap, DD. I built your PC.
Not built. I got the parts, homie. Come on, stick to the program, man.
Oh, Wiz Khalifa doesn't Wiz
I don't know
Khalifa
why,
have
but
like a
I'm
lawsuit
on
or
one
something?
ping
What
for
fucking
now.
program?
I don't know.
To be honest, all the viewers that might or might not be watching, if anyone watches,
Can
we
I-
don't know what we're doing after this. We're just saying
No,
who we
we
are.
do.
Can I quickly
Where's-
bring up like a topic to like start?
I don't know about
things?
what we do
Yeah,
now.
you guys want to go into a segment real quick? Like,
I
Yeah,
had
sure.
a,
All right, let's
DD,
start
I
off with
had
the
a-
first
DD, I had a
topic.
quick
Let's
question
go.
for you.
I think we should talk about what's going on in the U.S.
Yeah, so I was just about to bring
Oh,
it up.
fuck yeah.
So, as some of you may know, the events that are happening in DC at the moment, or probably still at the moment.
DC or
Um,
beat?
No,
No,
they
it's
were.
done.
Pretty sure they
They
were.
cleared it
what do you
out.
call it? They clear.
stopped.
I think there's people in like the bathrooms with like tents and like campfires. Like what?
Okay, so then for the thing
They
that
are
already
all-
happened,
they're
like,
just chilling
whatever.
there for
Oh
the
yeah,
week.
the thing
They're
happened.
just chilling.
Little vacation.
Yesterday and
Boxed up.
earlier today.
All right, who wants to take the first
I
shot?
was gonna ask Didi on his thoughts about what happened because I didn't hear anything about him or like. His...
What do you mean? You have
let's
to like
Didi.
base. Yeah, that's too much of a general.
Okay,
like,
DD. Okay, I got you, D. I got you.
Let's hear it.
Who do you think? Never mind. I'm not gonna say. Just something.
Wait, listen, Didi. I have something to
doesn't know what he's
say.
saying anymore.
No,
what
Avery,
do you,
generalize your
I-
question more. Like,
because I don't want to say it on the podcast in case you don't want me to say it.
I don't care. Like, I agree
because
with
you're
Trump
a
said,
supporter
you know?
of Trump. What are your thoughts on yesterday's events that happened in DC?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It was probably really stupid. That
Of him,
they
like,
went
not
out with
to
that
end it and tell
because
people to
everything
leave.
was actually going decently well. Like there was chances that something with like the states where Trump might have actually or could end up winning.
Yeah, I heard about that.
No,
But-
dude, they already ended it. They declared Joe Biden. the
No,
winner.
I know, but
Yeah,
they were.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
there's
that-
other
No, but like
He was
before
talking about
that,
before
they
that.
had-
Before
Oh,
that.
before, yeah. Of
So,
course
like,
there's a chance, bro.
nothing happened. Like there was no riots
No,
or
after.
protests or anything, right? Like after the election, there was nothing. Everyone was saying, "Oh yeah, they're all gonna go crazy," and
And
I
guess
was
what the
really
fuck
like, "No,
happened?
And yeah, it was going good for like what, a couple months, like 2
Yeah,
months
it's kind
now,
of random to be
and
honest.
then they just had to ruin it. But,
Planning
like,
for a little bit.
but the big thing is though, I'm not gonna lie, like it's not those people's faults because in the I think it was the I think Trump held a rally or something like that, and he was talking about like how they have to not literally fight back, but they have
Yeah,
to be
that's-
I guess they ended up
strong and, like,
actually fighting back.
Okay,
Yeah,
yo,
that-
Here's what, listen to what, listen to
Wait,
what.
And then
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Wait.
Let him
There was,
finish.
there was that
Yeah,
big, there was a big
yeah.
thing too that I think that pretty much ruined it. And don't quote me because I don't know exactly what he said because I just kind of like heard it like through people.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure after Trump, pretty much like Mitt Romney said like we have to like pretty much like fight back and like take them by force or like strength or something like that. And I was like,
They
I
took
was like,
that too
nah, I just-
literally.
yeah. And I was like, well, there goes that.
Things went a little bit too far. But like one of you guys were saying, I don't remember which one it was. You were saying like before all the riots that happened yesterday, there was a chance that he could have actually potentially won the thing.
I didn't know that.
Because
I doubt it.
because the like people in the Senate had the like they were doing a vote between whether it was actually a finished election like where Biden did win or if they did think
Oh
it
yeah,
was,
yeah, I know. I don't think it was like official, but it was like he might have like they were just gonna like check into it, but like it was pretty much like a no. But it
Yeah,
was,
but
like,
then why did they jump the Senate? Do they have a chance with the Senate?
Yeah,
well,
that,
because
no,
they just
okay,
want. I think what they was they just want to disrupt like the whole process. But
I heard that they were trying to get to Vice President Mike Pence because they wanted him to like when he was giving his speech they wanted him to say that the election was like
stolen from them.
yeah stolen from them, whereas instead he agreed that
Called I
Biden
think he
did-
called.
Biden
Yeah, he
did
agreed that
win the election.
Biden won, right?
Yeah. So I heard that they were trying to just like try to get to him and attack him in some way.
There was a lot of sketchy shit though that was happening in
There's a lot of stuff.
There was like a bomb found, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's a pipe.
There was a bomb found,
There was
but
two pipe bombs
There's like a couple
found
pipe
on the
bombs,
grounds.
bro.
There was two pipe
Wild.
bombs.
I thought it was only one.
And
The
Wilding.
thing is, the thing is, I feel like Trump supporters idolize Trump as someone who's always
Oh, yeah,
correct
they
instead
do.
of just following his correct policies.
Yeah.
I don't go really much
Yeah.
into like what Trump's policies are, but I feel like if Biden were to lose, and I'm not saying that he has lost because like I don't know, I honestly don't know. I don't know because
No,
people are going on and
Yes,
on
at
about
this
he-
point,
I'm pretty sure,
there's
like
nothing.
I'm almost guaranteed he's won, and I don't care because I don't think either of them were suited to be president.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Big
die
honestly,
tomorrow. They're both gonna
big-
die tomorrow of like fucking
big
heart
that's
attacks.
scary too, yo.
Trump's policies are a lot better than Biden's, though. I think,
Okay, yeah, that
That's
makes
a lot
sense.
Okay, but
Jack,
that's, like,
and I've heard some of
opinion.
them,
Well, I
Heard
think
some of them,
Trump's are
but
more
also,
for like yeah, Ron.
Go ahead.
I
I was just saying, like that.
Go ahead.
Biden supporters,
Go
I
ahead.
don't think they would take it into like. I don't think they would take that approach to try to win it back.
Honestly,
I feel
I
like they
don't-
would like
yo,
have
I
some
don't
common
think,
sense.
Honestly.
That's
That's
a
not all. It's
complete.
not like that's all Trump supporters though.
People
I
were
know that.
people were saying
yeah,
though,
obviously not. But like that was such a big amount of people. Did you see
people were
how
saying
how
though
many
that
people were there?
yeah, I think
Yo,
people were saying it
Thomas,
was
what are your
all
thoughts on
BLM.
this, bro? I haven't heard you talking
People
much,
were
bro.
saying
Shut
that
up,
if
Eric. Shut up.
BLM protesters were
Oh,
doing
buddy.
that, like people, like the cops would probably start
What?
shooting at them and stuff like that. But because it was like
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Trump supporters,
mention.
weren't. But and
Like
like
white
they're also,
privilege.
they're also saying that like the police got there like 2 hours after it all started, whereas if it was like BLM, they would have been there right away.
Oh,
But like
for sure.
my thought to that would just be like, it doesn't really make sense. Or well, it makes sense to me because like the Trump supporters that were there were all like a lot of them were armed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
different
A lot of-
scenario.
They
Yeah.
probably don't want a
Then the
shootout. They
black
probably
man-
want a
yeah.
crazy shootout to happen. Whereas yeah, the black one like
Exactly.
And in
Like,
and
it's,
in
it's a
def-
whole different. You can't compare the two scenarios, to be honest.
yeah, and in
Yeah,
defense
that's
for
true. They
Trump,
were very
he did
different.
he
very
did
Yeah, that's not a good comparison at all. I don't
he
think.
did announce like on his Twitter, he did say like he wanted the protest to stay peaceful, but that didn't really go
I
as
think
like
Mark
He
Wahlberg.
also tweeted out that like he was like,
No,
if anything was damaged or something, like they would be charged.
Oh, that was
right away.
last year. That was last year,
He's
Trans.
also banned from all
was
social
that?
media
I know
platforms. now.
Twitter,
Yeah, he
TikTok.
got-
Yeah,
he
you
got
know,
suspended
Trump
for
tried to
12
take a
hours.
visit to
Yeah,
Scotland.
and his council
and they didn't let
isn't
him.
his council trying to vote him out or something?
Yeah, a lot of people.
So
a
not
lot of
all
a
of
lot
them,
of
but
his
that's
a
what they
lot
were
of
doing
his
for Preacher
a lot
today.
of his advisors are like resigning from like working with him now.
Personally, if I was her, I think like I don't know why politics would want to be politics. No matter who you are, no matter how good, like everybody gets hate. Obama got hate. The president before that got hate. Trump got hate. Biden's gonna
Well,
get
yeah,
hate.
not everyone's
If
gonna
you're
like
president-
There's two sides of every
Everyone.
story.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because everyone has like an opinion.
It's
like,
because like
Yeah, but
some
it's like
people
Trump is so
value-
rich. Why would
some
he even
people
want
Yeah,
to?
but
Like,
not
he
just
could just
president.
go and be happy by himself.
It's also
and
what
get
people
out.
idolize, or because
okay,
like,
yeah.
sometimes people like people
it's
that
values.
will make
It's just
like
about what you value, what you
some
want.
people will look at
I
like
feel like there's people
economics
who
stuff,
value
or, like,
themselves. There's people who value people like others over
The
them.
country.
Well, no,
And
I
the
think
country-
it's more like the Democratic views are more like like an everyone kind of thing. Like that's their main focus on stuff, and then like the
Versus
Republican
Republicans
side
more
is, like,
independent.
well, not even that. No, I'm saying they're more like about making money and like economics.
but just
for the
like-
country, economics for the country.
Yeah, but
and-
also I feel like the Republicans are the ones that always get bashed. Like they're always getting like I feel like that side people always have
Yeah,
criticism.
they
Even
rightfully
though, like-
deserve to get bashed.
on theirs.
The crazy thing is that it was usually it used to be like the Democratic Party that was majority bashed like before the end of the Civil War.
Jack was right though.
Cause fuck the
Well,
liberals.
Is
lot
Trump
has changed.
Democratic?
No, he's Republican.
No, he's Republican.
You know, let's
And
let's
then
talk
there's
about
I
another
some
definitely did not
Canadian
know. Like,
news,
I'm not trying to
guys.
get
How about
the-
let's
No,
just
Jack. Jack. What were you saying? What were you saying about them getting bashed? Because I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, I wanted to finish my thought, but basically what I was trying to say was
there's like 9
that
people.
the Republicans are the ones I feel like that people are always have something to say about them. Like in this day and age right now, I understand that Trump is the guy that people hate Trump, but Trump is a Republican. Doesn't mean all Republicans are like him. You know what I mean? And I feel like Biden,
Yeah.
his vice president, has said that she believes all the allegations of sexual assault against Biden. Do you really want someone in presidency with their vice president believing all these sexual assault victims? Seems a
Yeah,
little.
Yeah, but
that's-
didn't,
yeah, I
didn't Trump
definitely
also
agree.
had an incident earlier this
Trump
year?
said he wanted to date his daughter. If
No,
he
but
wasn't
didn't he
gay.
have
yeah,
something,
but that's what
something
I'm
where he like
talking
paid?
about.
he didn't say he wanted to date his daughter.
He said he liked his
said-
daughter's figure, and
Okay,
he said
Eric, that
perhaps
was
if
like
she wasn't.
2
No, but no,
years
listen to
ago.
this. Listen to this. He said perhaps if this wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her. You know, perhaps. He literally said that. You know,
Okay, but that was
Eric, he's just trying to,
5
like-
years ago. Like that was a while ago. It doesn't matter now.
on live
But
news.
Jack, I definitely agree with you. That's why I was saying. Like going back to my point, I feel like neither of them deserve presidency. That's why I really wanted I forgot what his name was.
Andrew.
Adrian was talking about it
Andrew
earlier.
Wang.
the-
Andrew Wang.
Andrew
Wang.
Wang.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
feel
like
I feel like he was very promising.
I feel like Trump, if he was the vice president and someone else was like he was in front of Trump, so you had Trump policies, but you had like Obama talking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
like
was-
not
yeah,
a good person
that
like
was-
Obama.
In my
That
opinion,
would
like
be-
Those are counter each other, Jack. Those were definitely counter each other.
I mean, it wouldn't
Yeah,
work
that's
because
why
you
they're on different
That's
parties.
it's Democrat.
No, but he's not saying Biden.
He's not saying like
Obama's
say the stuff Obama
policies.
said, but just being a
Yeah,
better
yeah,
speaker.
just using like him as
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, as the front man, and
Like
Trump's
imagine having
Yeah, I
Obama as a
definitely
president, Trump as a vice. Obviously, they'd have to be the same. They're not the same party.
in my
Trump's-
opinion, like to add on to Jack, like I don't think Trump is like just a good person to represent his party. Like,
I
for
think
example,
he's a
like
terrible
he's running his
person.
own Twitter account. Like,
But his policies are great, I think. Like
His
he
policies
has,
are good, but he's just
I think
not.
running
He's
your
not
own
a
Twitter account
professional
is fine.
person.
It's just the type of person he is.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
problem is,
He's
Yeah,
very
I feel like
ignorant.
running your Twitter account is fine.
And with the social media nowadays, it's
Okay.
super easy. Like for
well, yo, I was gonna
everyone
say
to just
this.
not
Like
like
one
him,
thing that
even if
kind
they
of
don't
scared me
understand
that
stuff.
like my teacher that was telling me, and I think Adnan heard this too, was like my teacher was low-key scaring me because he's like, you can when we start talking about World War II more, like you can see very similar like things that happen that brought up Hitler and in similar ways like are doing the same thing with Trump.
Yeah.
Well, history
Yeah.
repeats itself, right?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
think about back in
No,
1920,
people say history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes.
they had the Great Depression.
that's
yeah, I
true.
Right
agree with
now we
Max.
have
You know what the Simpsons
No,
said though?
Jack, the one
Those are
thing
January 20th, bro.
the one thing that they're
Sure.
doing better now than they're doing back then is they've learned from that, and you know like Serb how they're giving like money back. That's like a big thing because they don't want people to lose money like a lot because then
Yeah.
that'll make them because that's what
Okay,
like
wait.
the Great Depression, everyone lost.
But now, realize Justin Trudeau is now putting in more taxes this year. You realize that, right? Because he didn't spend the money properly last year with COVID.
Yeah.
He didn't spend it right.
Dude,
He gave it away.
Okay,
This guy
wait,
literally
Jack, I have a question
all
for you.
the veterans. This dude, Trudeau literally promised thousands of veterans like $18 million just to give to all of them for what they did because they served, like they risked their lives just for we like as a country to have our freedom.
Okay, but Jack,
Like he's
Jack,
such a
I have
shit.
a question for you. I have a question about what you said earlier. How you said history like repeats itself. Do you think that it was justifiable? Do you think that action, that movement by those people who did what they did, do you think that was reasonable?
What do you mean when? Like back in
What, like them raiding the White House, like trying to like gain
Oh, no,
back
I don't agree
their
with that. I
power.
don't agree with that.
It
No,
wasn't.
no, no.
It wasn't the White House.
That's like
I think
similar in
exactly-
Canada.
at the Senate.
In
But,
nine,
like,
in
The Senate, right? Sorry,
Okay,
Senate.
to respond to Ron's question, when history repeats itself, like you know there's been every 100 years there's been a pandemic. Like I think in 1920 it was it the Spanish flu?
Yeah, Spanish flu.
I think
With the
Right when everyone
soldiers.
was coming back from World War One.
flag and
Exactly.
stuff. It's just funny how it's like every 100 years
Yeah,
there's something
yo,
going on
Wait,
in this.
was there-
Wait, what
there-
was in 18?
Yeah,
1800s?
was there-
You can keep going back. I'm not sure. I can go find it right
Sure,
now.
I'll go actually search it right now.
I don't
Yo,
understand
Jack,
though.
Yo, but
I feel like
I
I
agree with
understand
Max
that
when
conspiracy, but I wouldn't understand the point of like for like if it was like controlled by some government, like what's the point of doing that every like 100 years? Like what do they get out of that?
I agree
but,
with
like
Max.
there was a reason to do it in the
Oh,
past.
they
That
had
reason
smallpox.
now.
They had smallpox in the 1800s or the 19th century, the 1800s.
Plague. When was the plague?
Yeah,
there
if you
was
go
a
to
lot
that
of
plague,
plague.
I'm not sure if
Like,
it's wiki
with
or
the
something,
big
but there's a
map.
bunch of like they can go through all these different years and every like 1920, 2020, 1820, 1720, you can see there's these bigger pandemics that happen on those years, which I just find coincidental. I'm not saying it's someone's planning it, but I'm just saying I
Yo,
find
they
it
gotta reduce the population.
well, that's what it's meant for, actually. Yeah,
You think that the coronavirus was made by the government and like all these governments together to reduce population? Is that what you think, or
Yeah, and I also believe that they think that they were
so
trying
you
to
think
get
that the coronavirus was made to reduce the population? Do you know that we can literally fit the entire world in America and still have a shit ton of space?
But
The theory of having
Yeah, but we still need that space for like trees and shit. You do
think
realize
about
that.
Russia, think about Russia and Canada, dude. There's like we take up probably like 8% of Canada. The actual population,
Yeah, but how much? You know, there's a lot of places
Russia
in Canada
like
where
3.
you can't live, right?
Let him wait, but Eric, what I'm saying is, okay, but why should you believe the government? What has the government given you to say that you should? What? No, but
our
people
basic
you have
human
limited
rights.
space.
right,
You
basic
have
human.
You have
They lied to you over multiple years. They've lied to you multiple times. Over
But Jack,
so
what are you
many
looking
years.
for? What are you looking for in the government? Like,
I'm
what do
just
you
saying.
want?
I'm just saying. Well, I didn't even want to get on that part. I didn't want to get on that topic.
Well, they also have to keep some sort of order because let's say like just one day they talk about like aliens are watching over us. Like imagine the chaos that would probably like start.
Well, yeah. How do you know that there's not aliens in the world? They could be lying to you because Area 51. They won't tell you. They say there's
But
nothing.
that's
going
the
on
thing.
there,
There's
but how do we
definitely
know?
aliens.
I've said this before, yo. I kind of feel like if something like that were true, like it would come out. by now.
It wouldn't. It
Just 'cause,
wouldn't
like,
because
Nah, trust me, Robbie. Yeah, some of the, like they're good at hiding shit. Like,
I know, but I feel like someone would like turn or something. Like, there's just too many things that can go
no, they
wrong.
don't because I was watching a thing when they go into those positions of like high power, they have to take oaths to the point where if they turn or anything gets out and they know
They're
that
just
Amber
dead.
did it, they
For them.
will. They can go after your family. They can go after you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the
don't you have to
cartel
take that? You have to take that
and stuff.
oath
They're
in
not
mass.
playing
I'm pretty
games,
sure.
right? And the government has a lot more power than the mafia and cartels. Oh, I'm not every government, but
What's going on?
in the U.S.
And Jack, to answer your thing where you were talking about like how the pandemics like happen every 100 years, the one that happened in 1820 was the yellow fever epidemic.
There was one Spanish flu too, because that was right after
Spanish flu was 1920. That was the 1920.
That was after World War One.
It's not gonna be exactly 1820 or
Robbie, you
70,
remembered history,
but
eh?
it's around those years, which I find kind of funny. Which is around every 100 years.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
But
Mother Nature's of cleansing the earth.
But
yeah, dude, that's what it is.
My response to that, Jackie, is like I'm looking at the list of like every single epidemic like since the fucking dawn of time, like epidemic and pandemic are the same thing. Like there's tons of them. Like there's hundreds. Like, and yes, they do happen like every like the 20th, like you were saying, but there's still like
yeah, but if you think about it, there was also I think it was SARS back in like 2000
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm talking about the big ones, though. I'm talking about the big ones.
SARS was a big thing. SARS was, I think,
yeah, it was big. Okay, same with Ebola.
Ones that shut down the country. He's talking about. He's talking about the
That's
ones
what I'm
that shut
saying.
down the country.
That's what I'm saying. Like the ones that are killing,
bad.
like the bubonic plague, like killed so many people.
Oh yeah, bubonic plague was
It
like
killed
half the population.
But isn't it funny how Italy was one of the highest, like the places that had the highest amount of people dying, and same with the COVID-19.
Because it had so many old people.
Exactly, they have a population of older people.
You know what's
right?
really messed up? With the Spanish flu, it was like you were more likely to are more likely to get it and like suffer from it if you were healthy.
I think we can.
Yeah,
okay.
It went after healthy people. That's what it did. Yeah, exactly. And
You're
also
middle-aged healthy people, like.
Also, for was it H1N1 or something like that, which was back in like 2001, 2002. I'm not sure. It was around that time.
Here, I'll give you the exact thing in a second.
China actually shut down everything immediately, right? But over COVID-19, they didn't shut down. They didn't shut down immediately. They actually let people fly in and out of China, which I think is part of the reason why it could spread so quickly. Because if it started,
they're also trying to get people back to their homes and shit like that.
Can I respond to that as well, real quick? For that, Jack, I think a lot of the reason why they didn't have that in place just yet was because it spread so quickly, and the fact that it had the 14-day like the 14-day period where like if you didn't get the symptoms, then like you don't have it. But there could have been so many people that probably maybe got infected on one day. To be honest, like you could have met like hundreds of people and they could have all been infected. It happened so rapidly. And like
because it's all in the air too.
Yeah, but the government also lied about numbers and cases too. They've lied about
apparently
we
some
don't
of the
know that
cases
for
were
sure though. We
faulty.
can't claim that.
Those cases, but those cases are all delayed. Those cases could have been like from 13 days ago.
They didn't lie about it. It's just they didn't update the stats quick enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack,
And it's literally just the cases is literally just how many people were tested on that day.
A day off. They were months off of these. They made up stuff. There's articles on this. You can search this up. There's articles on this.
Your main argument was that it was like 1720s, 1820, 1920, and then now, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
What's the point of killing those people? Like there are barely like about 800 million people.
Don't care about like big governments
What's the
like
point of killing
that.
them? What's the point of killing them off?
No,
They don't
governments don't care about those things unless they have purposes like, I guess, overpopulation. You could use it as an excuse. You could say
Exactly,
if they're trying
but there wasn't
if they're
overpopulation.
trying to make money from like the vaccine and shit like that.
Vaccines weren't invented, so like all those like at that time, like all those like arguments get thrown out the window because of the time, because of the amount of people. It just doesn't add up.
It's also we're probably not like very
number
smart in it, but it has to do with some sort of like biological thing probably where there's some sort of, when I was saying like not literally cleansing, but like
I know what you mean though. Like in
For,
a way.
in a way, it could be considered like Mother Nature's way of like keeping stability, right?
What about COVID-19, the vaccine? How come they can find a vaccine in 6 months for a disease that just came out, but they can't figure out how to
Cancer for cure cancer that's been around for like hundreds of
Yeah.
years.
Because cancer is way more difficult
Cancer's a
to.
different. It's a different
It's
level of
because
thing.
finding a way to get rid of a bacteria.
Yo, everything's different though. Like you guys
Yeah,
don't know
I know.
already.
It's your own cells.
One is
Cancer's
bacteria.
almost like your own cells
Steps-
degenerating, dying, and not doing the proper things. Like, it's harder to figure out how to
It's
stop that
easier.
from happening.
It's easier to kill bacteria than it is to kill
Or a
like,
virus on
whatever,
bacteria.
whatever
Cells.
cancer is.
It's cancer cells. Cancer cells are elite in your body.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it's your
can't-
own
Oh,
cells that are dying and
I'm not
malfunctioning. And
saying it's
It's
easier
the,
to.
and it's the same thing with AIDS. Like,
I'm just saying, how come they can?
Yo,
figure-
so you're saying I have AIDS right now?
No,
Because they're
they've also
different
missed
things.
testing of the
No.
COVID-19 vaccine. You know that, right?
The
They missed-
COVID-19 vaccine,
they
like, we
skip-
don't
they
even know
skip
if it works fully, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. They don't
it's
even
the
know that.
fastest vaccine, I think.
Ever made.
Like, really fast. No, not ever made, I'm not sure.
but just
But
remember,
it is one of
there
the
was also like
fastest.
millions or hundreds of thousands. I don't know the exact amount of people that were working on this vaccine, like almost 24/7.
So
Like,
why
I mean,
aren't they doing
seriously,
that
it's
for cancer
interesting.
then?
Is
They missed steps in
Yo,
testing.
you guys can't be comparing bacteria and
No,
cells.
I'm pretty
It's
sure-
different, man.
Because you can see generational things that happen throughout the virus. Because apparently, I'm not GMO, which is genetically modified. What's the organisms? They have. I'm not 100% sure, but there has been studies saying that it has done things generationally and has lowered our life expectancy over years for 3
Like,
generations.
feel like all the stuff that's coming out with technology, like 5G, people like there's a big thing going around saying that 5G the radiation can cause cancer cells and shit like
No,
that.
but there was a
but there was-
guy that was testing the thing. Like he had the whole tester thing. You couldn't really feel it unless you were
A
literally
lot of
right
things can
beside
cause
the
cancer,
tower.
though.
Yeah, but a
Well,
lot
that's
of
like if
people
you're
are
walking
also-
around with your phone in your pocket, right? Like
Yeah,
that's why I have
yeah,
my
that's actually
that's why
Wait,
I
so
have my 5G
Jack, are
turned
you
off.
saying
like,
that
I
evolution is working against itself?
Sorry,
You know,
Rob,
we started
Rob,
from-
you
I
lagged
feel like
out a little bit there.
we're moving backwards. People, our attention span now is less. Every year,
by far.
it's getting less and less.
Oh yeah, for
social
sure.
media
Like,
too.
So,
That's
so
why.
that's not a good thing. And now people have lower self-esteem than they did back in the 80s. You know what I mean?
That's
And I feel like
because we're
social media,
influenced
bro.
by society
No,
of
but the
technology.
difference
Yeah,
That's
I
just
think
is
that's
Well, I
also
know, but
technology.
technology has a big part in that because social media, right?
Yeah,
And so
like,
I'm just
but
saying.
to be honest though, all of that stuff would have happened anyways if we had a way to communicate with as many people as we do.
No, I know. I'm talking about. I'm specific. Like not only that, but like it influences a lot of people, right? And so people are like addicted. Instagram and Snapchat, all those social media platforms, TikTok, those are addictions. People have addictions to those.
Yeah.
People sit on those for hours a day, right?
But it's also because like these generations that are coming
You
up
look at the
now
guy
are
in the
also very
street who's a
influenced.
crackhead, right? You look at the guy in the street who's a crackhead, and you call him an addict. But the person who's sitting on their phone 24 hours a day, you won't call him.
Yeah, but which one is really worse, dude?
I think it's
Crack or
the
something.
completely different.
Yeah,
I think the
no,
difference
no,
is just
Jack's point
that
is clear.
The thing,
Jack's point is clear. It's a good
But that
comparison.
being
It's
said-
just that
Yeah.
something like
But
crack
what's your point, Jack?
is more,
Jack, what's your point? What are you trying to
way
get
more
to?
harmful in multiple.
I'm just saying.
Why
I'm just
does it
saying
matter
that's
for
different
you?
as an addiction. I'm saying.
Crack is fun. I think that's his point, yo. Crack's fun.
Well, people have their
Crack's
own
the
ways
best,
to
yo.
see things, Eric, and I'm not saying
No,
social
no, I don't think.
it, but social media has a lot of negatives. It has
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
fuck it, dude. I wish I grew up back then. You think I want to grow up
negative
now?
Can I add
Positive.
something
Positive.
before I lose my thought? For the thing where you're like the social media thing is like worse than the crack. The social media is a thing that's gonna happen over time because one, our brains haven't fully developed, right? So if we keep using social media when we're younger, by the time that we're of age, things are really gonna decline. To be honest, like
Yeah, and also-
Wait,
What-
what?
What thing?
Of age to do what and decline what?
like well he was
What's
saying.
the-
What you talking about,
he was-
homie?
He was saying that we have like short attention spans, and that it will probably play.
I think that's just you, man.
No,
The
Eric,
goldfish,
Do
yo.
you guys want to move to like our next segment?
they've also done tests saying that.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
what
saying. I'm not saying this.
My guy literally admitted that he had a short
I'll take my word for it, but, like,
attention span of a
They've done
goldfish.
tests saying that Fortnite could be.
So do
more
we all, Eric.
addicting
That's what you
than
don't
cocaine.
understand.
They've said that.
Okay, Jack, that argument is so
That is-
fucking flawed. Is crazy.
That's definitely not true, Jack.
No,
That-
Oh, but it's a big thing too. Like you see people like the stereotypical thing where people are like on dates and they don't look at each other.
Oh, dude. Can I say something? I have a personal experience from this.
Right?
I was at this place called Okay, I can't remember. It's a burger joint, right? And these people were like, this is what you guys were saying, right? There's these two people dating. They're eating the burgers, and then they put the burgers down, and they look at their phones, and they put the burgers back up. No one's talking. They're just looking at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. You go out to do what? Like, you go to eat and look at your phone? Like, talk, socialize. It's utterly retarded.
I'm not 100% on his name. I can go look it up after. But there's a guy who says he goes.
Oh, it's Holy Chuck. That's what it was. I remember.
I'm talking. Then
when he goes out with his friends, they
that's
only
a
bring
good topic. I think.
Guys,
only
let
one of
Jack
them.
talk.
One of the friends will only bring one of the phones to whenever they go out because it's a distraction. Having
But they still need one for communication, I'm guessing.
Yeah, when you're in a meeting and you have your phone on the table, or someone's talking to you and you have your phone on the table,
you want to look at it.
Ignorant, actually, it's considered rude because now you're looking at that and you can see it. You can
You're not giving your full attention to the
notifications. If you see a notification, yeah, like if you see the notification, you're gonna want to pick it up and see like what the notification is. So that's gonna just distract you even more.
Yo, you think about your mom tells you it's time for dinner, and you're just like, no, let me finish my game now. I need to finish my game. Let me play one more game.
We all do that.
Yeah, we all do that. Jack, you probably.
That's because I don't want my rank to drop.
I know, but that's not what I'm saying.
I gotta stay diamond, bro.
Dude, I've heard you. I'm right in the middle of a game.
I know. We've all done it. I'm not saying I haven't done it. I'm just saying, that's a distraction. It's your mom is calling you for dinner, and your mom is trying to have you when she's actually there, a real person. When you could be when you're talking to someone who's virtually online, you know what I mean? Like,
I was gonna say, when you guys started talking about social media, I wanted to like talk about this a bit. Do you guys think that like social media is kind of like a platform or platforms, I guess, for like people to kind of be narcissist? I can't say the word. Someone help me. Narcissistic. Narcissistic, right?
And I definitely know what that means.
Narcissistic.
Yeah, I don't even.
Narcissistic, DD.
Can you define what that means? I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah,
it's like
Okay,
you're all by
guys,
yourself. You're all by yourself.
Yeah, like
you
you love yourself.
just having like a different like
How do you guys
personality,
not know?
like outside of your.
Dude, narcissism is just doing yourself all the time.
No.
Narcissism is just like over
Yeah,
self.
it's being it's
Self
listen,
obsession
self-
almost.
Yeah.
Jack, hey, everyone shut up. Everyone shut up.
Don't
Jack,
talk.
basically, what I was gonna ask Jack or tell Jack is that narcissistic is basically like all about like having a high ego, being all about yourself, and like not really caring about anyone else. So when I'm like I don't know, when I'm just like boosting my own confidence and like only talking about myself, that's like being narcissistic, whatever. But yeah, basically what I was gonna say too is like, do you think that like people do stuff on like the internet and like social media and stuff for like attention seeking?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure,
100%.
guaranteed.
100% that some people do that.
Like when people like post stuff on their like stuff, it kind of seems like oh yeah, look at me, like
Like a big thing right
No,
now.
no. I also feel that's like a seek of.
Crying about stuff, and they want girls to snap back or whatever. Like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
No, but that's
it's
a
not-
way.
it's
That's
not
a way
even
for. That's
just
a way
guys,
for
though,
self.
too.
What do you guys think about posting like selfies
It's a
on
call for
Instagram?
help, yo.
Selfies.
But fine, okay. I
gotta
gotta
Do
ask
you think people are doing it for attention, or do they generally just want to share their life with
It
everybody?
depends what their intent.
I mean, it all depends. Yeah, it
No,
depends.
wait. Let Thomas talk.
But do you think in a way they are always doing it for attention because they want likes, they want people
No,
to
I
see
said
it?
if they're worrying about the likes and comments, well then yes, that's a bit of
it
a.
depends because you might be like trying to
Yo,
promote something like a
wait.
business.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a
Advertising is
question.
different though. Advertising is
For
different.
everyone.
Okay.
I said
Yo,
posting
Thomas.
selfies.
Let Thomas talk. Let Thomas talk.
Like on social media, I don't really post anything because I don't really understand the reason at all to do it. Like,
Yeah,
why do you
neither
guys
do
post
I.
anything at all?
I don't.
I used to. Yo, who remembers the post when I literally wore
It's like,
Yeezys and
Everyone
posted that?
knows.
Yeah.
Most
That
of the
was
time
like a big-
I've posted
Yo,
multiple
listen,
That's like a
things.
big
what
thing
Thomas
too,
is
like,
saying
girls
is
are
actually right. Like,
But that's like
even
a
if
big
you
thing
don't
too, like-
say
What's the reason of
Yo,
posting
Thomas?
something at all? Like,
To
yeah, you
impress
could be
people.
sharing
Thomas,
your
I-
experiences, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like,
Thomas,
it's not really necessary.
I post
To get that
like,
punani
I post like
comment,
rarely. I used to do it like a lot, but now I don't anymore. I posted recently. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why I did. I just thought
Yeah,
my outfit
sometimes
was fucking
like
heat. I'm gonna cap.
even if you don't know why you're posting, in reality, like even if it's not going through your head, it's either like for
How many likes did I
attention
get?
or for self-esteem.
It's
At
called
the end of the
attention
day,
seeking.
it's always for self-esteem. It's always for
Yeah.
likes.
Well,
It's
this
always
was-
for attention. It's always
The big
for
thing too.
Like being noticed.
The
That's
big
the end
I
of
feel
the
like
day,
I feel
no
like
matter
that's
what
no
you say.
question.
Hey, the
Yeah,
big
well,
thing too is like how
I
girls.
I feel like that's fine,
TikTok.
right?
This also goes back to the
I
dopamine
feel like
levels.
sometimes
Yeah.
The dopamine levels in your
I
head.
feel like sometimes you need that. I feel like sometimes you need that like boost though. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
okay
That's
though. I don't
you,
think it's
you have to
like
like use
That's
that.
what-
Like,
You don't
If
wanna
you
shitty
get
thing
anything,
too
it's
hard
fine.
'cause you don't know what's
You just don't want to.
Well, that's
People talk once at a time, boys.
Fortnite gives you a joy of dopamine. Same with all video games. Same with drugs. Same with weed. Same with all alcohol. That's what makes. That's why you like it.
Yeah, but don't compare video games to drugs. That's
But no, it's
that's a little bit of a stretch.
You're just comparing the fact that they're both addicting, not like
No,
that
yeah,
they're
of course,
both
of course, yeah.
harmful, negative.
I'm
Like,
not
like
I guess
even with like attention
Well,
seeking on
everything
social
is
media, like
harmful.
think about all the girls that like
It's
shake their ass and shit on
Too much.
TikTok.
You
like,
could die from anything.
What do you
But
think?
Eric,
What do you think of
broccoli,
the
too much
Eric,
Yeah,
water.
but it's not only girls, bro. Let's be
drug
honest.
is
Let's see about all the
the
guys that take their
definition-
shirt off on TikTok.
The definition
Oh,
of a
I know
drug
that too.
is something that makes you feel.
I find
that
that
change
so
how you-
strange, yo. Why
Yo,
do you
shut up,
do
shut
that?
up. Yo,
drug.
I'm
Triggers
not gonna
are-
talk about guys in their shirts because I'm not
The
into
way
that
you
stuff.
can change
So-
the levels of dopamine in your head. It can is basically a drug. Like playing
Well, a
Fortnite-
literal drug isn't that.
Is dopamine? Is there like dopamine
Matt, when
pills?
you're-
Are there
That sounds a
dopamine
little
pills?
stupid,
Is that a thing?
Max, does Fortnite get you excited when you get the win, when you get the victory royale, or when you get a
Yeah, I
kill?
get dopamine when I see little kids at
Yeah,
parties.
obviously you have that
There was
little
a-
rush of
there was a
dopamine.
time. There was a
That's
time
what-
when parents
that's what's
thought that
addicting.
Fortnite was more.
How do you
addictive-
feel
hyped
about
up.
Big Roy's?
There was a
It's
time
not-
when parents thought that Fortnite was more addictive to more addictive than cocaine.
I mean, I think we can
Fortnite
compare
is
that.
very
We can
addictive
we
and
can
very
take that
childish.
comparison and compare it to
So-
Max and Navy. I think we could say that, yo.
Well, no, but
Oh,
think about it.
honest, people
If
play
you
for too
think
long.
about, if you think about,
Like me too.
it makes you feel really good, right? Does it not? That's what it's. That's the point of drugs, right?
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
I
feeling good is. Like what?
No, but that's what
okay,
is
so
the
if it, like-
feeling.
like
Eric.
snorting
It's
stuff.
the fun that.
That, but
makes
then
it
you could
addictive.
say everything's a drug. You could say cooking is a drug because I do it every day. Like,
yeah.
Or like even
I
working
enjoy
out
it.
is a
No, but
drug.
the
Anything
difference
A lot of people
there's
do.
a difference of obsession.
Can we call
A
it
drug-
narcotics?
Like
and
you
not
can like doing stuff. It's,
Okay, so
it's when it starts
what-
to affect
what-
other
what is
aspects
an
of your life
obsession?
in a negative way.
Okay, define an obsession.
Hey, no,
I guess like
I'll-
something
I'll-
you're always
I'll-
thinking
I'll-
about, something you love. you
Yeah,
always wanna
something
do
you
it.
can't live
Something
without. Something you
stop
can't live
without.
without.
Yeah, so that's good.
Something you can do over other things. So say you obsession is, say you are obsessed with playing video games.
Say you're
and
trying to
you-
get
and
to
your
diamond
lover, your boyfriend or girlfriend,
just
and they
don't
say
do
you
your
hang out with me. And maybe that one time you said, "Oh, right now I'm playing my game." Okay, so that one time. But then maybe the next day you said no. Then the next day, that's what obsession is.
I don't know if that's an
It's something you
obsession
can't
or a
live-
priority.
Obsession.
I don't know if that's
It's
obsession
around
or
the same
priority.
thing. They
That's
don't
not-
kind of fall in the same kind of
Obsession.
category.
That's obsession.
But you could also be
How
prioritized.
is
Like
that
if I
obsession?
prioritize
What
school, I could literally
but
hate
he's
school,
saying-
but I
he's-
prioritize.
No, but he's saying like if you had a girlfriend, like you're not
In a video
putting
game.
you're not giving
Yeah.
her any of your priority.
I think what
I
defines
I know,
it-
but that's what I'm
just-
saying. So
I
then
think
I'm
that's
saying
just
you may not be
should
obsessed with
break
doing
up with her
school
'cause
that
you
you
don't have
always
enough
want to do it
interest.
over hanging out with your girlfriend. It's just that you're prioritizing it because you feel
No,
like.
I'm talking about. I was talking about video games. I
Oh,
wasn't
I'm just
No,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
no, because I thought you
I-
were defining
Okay,
an
okay,
obsession, not
but
it's more depending on
Well, that's why you have to be good at
because I
prioritizing.
don't know, like if you really don't want to do the
in a
other thing,
relationship. Yes, also
like
give her
obviously
time
there
too,
there
right?
comes
Yeah, I know.
that
That's
hand
what
of,
I'm
like,
not saying. I'm just saying it's not an
importance,
obsession. It's just you're
like the
prioritizing.
importance of what you're trying to do.
I think an obsession is when
Way out for that.
I'll search
it
up here.
starts to
Ready?
ruin relationships, starts to ruin self-esteem, and it's just ruining your life in general. I think
Yeah.
other than that, if you're just doing it a lot of time a day, that's not an obsession. You're just it's like an obsession is when you're like
Shut up.
all about it. Like you can't stop thinking about it. You go to bed thinking about it. You wake up thinking about it. Like that. Like, I don't think like people do that with Fortnite. I feel like they just get on and play a lot. I think that's
It's
not.
just-
I don't
You
think that's
can
an
be obsessed
obsession.
with though.
Yo,
If
I
you're
mean-
using Fortnite over
Not
food,
everyone's obsessed.
over
Maybe some
your
people.
lover, over family, that's
Okay,
obsession.
But that could be
Okay,
said
but
with
who does that over food?
But that's an obsession.
Over-
I'm not talking about who does that. I'm talking about is that an obsession?
listen,
Yeah,
listen,
that-
this-
that-
Well, yeah, but then
that
if
is,
you're not
but,
saying-
like,
if you're
obsession
not
right
saying
here.
who does
That's
it, what's the
I'm not talking about who does it. I'm talking about what obsession is.
then what's
Trying to get an
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, I
But
just
the
wanna
point
know,
was
Jack,
still
I just
that
wanna-
it can be.
Yeah, okay.
There are people that do that.
I don't know anyone that does that.
No.
I have a question though.
Exactly.
Would you say it only applies for video games, or like say someone always goes to work and does work over anything? Like if they
mean,
work
that's
their extra
kinda like-
hours, would you
yeah.
say that's an obsession to work?
Say
Yeah,
that.
you're
Say that
work
again.
obsessed,
Sorry,
you're
say
work
that again.
obsessed.
Like say someone always
Yeah, or, like-
prioritizes work over family, friends, their fun
Well,
time,
it
their
depends on the
mental health.
situation.
Would
If
you say
you
that's
need
obsession?
money and stuff like
If
that,
they, yeah, like if they need the money, like it makes sense.
in a way.
I know, but I'm just saying if you're already middle class, like you make enough money, you're not working paycheck to paycheck.
mean,
Like you're not
you-
poor.
Yeah, okay, but like there could be other
family
things.
doing it, just
Now
don't
you're
then
talking about life. Life is about living and enjoying life itself. not about becoming like.
I know, but
working-
I'm just asking. I just that my one. It's a yes or no question. Would you say if you always prioritize work over everything, you're in a
it's
financial
obsession.
situation? Is that
Yeah, it's
obsession or is
obsession.
that just?
Yeah, it is. Because if
Okay,
you're not
well,
giving time to your rest of your family,
prioritizing that over every single thing else, even though you're in a financial situation. There's a lot of people are in financial difficulties, right? Middle
Yeah.
class is financial difficulty. It's not that you're living.
It's not financial guarantee. You have financial stability. Well, not everybody, obviously.
Yo, dude, looking
If you're not a
genuine.
millionaire or a billionaire, you might be in debt unless you know how to spend and save your money properly.
Technically
Honestly,
in debt. If
I
you're
also
in debt,
think an
you're not even
obsession is like
100,000,
something
you're
that
just
gets in the way of
negative.
like your life. Like once it starts getting in the way of your life, that's also something. Yeah.
I think that's the end of this topic. I think that's enough. For
Yeah.
today.
All right,
I think
guys.
we should end it there. That was pretty good.
How long?
I'll say stuff. It's just a pilot episode.
Yeah,
This
you
is
know,
true,
like,
bro. We kind of went off topic.
We
Alright,
drive.
do you want to do
We
the
got into
action?
some
No, we
good
just,
subjects. It was interesting.
We kept talking. I think that was great.
yeah. Let me. We had.
Everyone was saying stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to edit this
We
part.
got a good. We had a good time. We had a good time. You know, we had good
I think honestly
conversation.
it was great. Honestly, I think it was great. Okay, it's time to end now.
That was fun.
Jack,
Let
would
him
you say
conclude.
even
Let
though
him
we were playing
conclude.
video games, we're good enough?
I wasn't playing video games.
Yeah, yeah, we got to
D-Rap.
talk about some good stuff. You know, gave our introduction.
TD rap.
we talked about politics, the government. Nah, but
Drugs.
seriously, yeah, we had
Drugs
fun.
and addiction with your
Babes.
phones.
We had a fun time. You know, we're probably gonna do this another time soon. Get even deeper into some new topics. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We had a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed.
See you next week, guys.
Bam.
Later, bitch.